he's like, go, we're live, and there's no microphone. Good morning, everybody. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna meditate. Everybody, close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, let go of everything that brought you here. Let go of the things that are holding you into the past. Let go of the anticipations for the future. Center here in this moment. You have no requirements. You have no needs. Take another deep breath, and as you release, picture in your mind you're floating on an endless body of water. There's no land in sight. And just relax into it. Just kind of float. You have nowhere to go. You have no needs. You've eaten. You drank. You're fine. Relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Every time you breathe in, pay attention to it. Breathe in and let go of one of the muscles in your body that you're tensed. Just release it. Your shoulders, your arms, your feet. Allow the water to take you where it will. If you have a stray thought, breathe in and then let it go on the exhale. We honor our thoughts for what they are, and we let them go. In this moment, here and now, we are centering. In meditation, you are actively choosing not to be obliged to hold on to thoughts. In meditation, you let go and you just be. Just allow yourself to float along on that water. You have nowhere to go. You have nothing to do. deep breath in. Release into the love that is God. No obligations, no requirements, just peace. If you hear a noise, take a deep breath and let it go. Meditation is not about not thinking. Meditation is about letting go, not holding on, just being. The brain makes thoughts. That's what it does. But you don't have to be married to it. You don't have to hold on to those thoughts. So we take a deep breath and we release the thoughts on our out breath and just let go. If you hear a sound, if you have a thought, take a deep breath and release. If you feel a muscle tense up, or you need to shift in your seat, take a deep breath. Relax and release. Feel the peace of no obligation, no need. Just be on that endless lake. Feel the beauty that is life in you, all around you. It is all one. In and through you and as you feel God's peace. something interrupts you or irritates you, take a deep breath in and let it go. Feel the peace welling from within, surrounding you, in you, as you. As you relax your body, you relax your mind. Just like you're floating on that endless lake. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Letting go of all that tracks your attention. Just let it go. Take a deep breath and release. As you feel that peace in you, through you, as you take one last deep breath in and feel that peace spread out from you. And take that peace throughout your day. Thank you for joining me in meditation, and our service will begin at 10 o'clock. Thank you.
No more thieves, I believe in the goodness of heart. It's return, let it burn, let them know we are an ancient tribe of the sky, the redeemer of men. Sound a song, evil gone, there's no need to defend. Yeah. Way up on the mountain, way up on the mountain, way up on the mountain, way up on the mountain. come forward and bloom. In the end, all my friends, I return them in love. Yeah, in love. Me and you cook the food as we ascend above. Way up on the mountain, way up on the mountain, way up on the mountain, way up on the mountain. Between the life that we lead and the one that we pray for. Now give us balance on the past, said there's no need to ask for more. Between the love that we seek and the love that's already there. Now let it soften my soul and focus my stare. I said this life got me by the heart, said it's in a vice. Not too proud to go and seek advice when I know that I really ain't knowing nothing at all. I said perhaps I do. Made a transition and I finally got a clue, but I ain't got a clue on what to do. When I'm sitting and waiting and forming a plan, with a taking my life in my hands, said that I am worthy. No matter what they say, I have purpose. When I'm following my dharma and I serve this, well, this is what I'm aiming for. Everything I need and all that I am grateful for. And this is where we find out how to live. Make me the trees and I swear that I'll give everything I can to keep air in your lungs, truth on your tongue. The work is never done. Yeah. Between the life that we lead and the one that we pray for. Now give us balance on the past, said there's no need to ask for more. Between the love that we seek and the love that's already there. Now let it soften my soul and focus my stare.
Yeah, I almost lost hope, but I didn't. Had to learn things the hard way to cope with the mission. Sometimes it seems so far away, and the vision that I followed didn't play out how I saw it. But the message and the lesson manifested in the knowledge that my love is the palette, groovy and colorful. My love is in spirit, physical and tangible. This love is worthy, but it's gonna take some work. If you're willing and available, there's things that we could learn between what comes naturally and what you gotta work for. Beneath all of that lies the beauty that you live for. Believe in the treasures that we all seem to dig for. Deep ninja health Buddha, you were made to transform. So go on with your bad self, put you back into it. Go on with your higher self, sweat and blood, prove it. If you want it, you can have it. Pay your dues, witness magic. Wrap it up in a package, give it back to the masses.
The work is never done. Soon as the moon falls, here comes the sun. Still the work is never done. Soon as the moon falls, here comes the sun. Between the life that we lead and the one that we pray for. Now give us balance on the past, said there's no need to ask for more. Between the love that we seek and the love that's already there. Now let it soften my soul and focus my stare. The work is never done. As soon as the moon falls, here comes the sun. I said the work is never done. As soon as the moon falls, here comes the sun.
I say yes to the goodness. I say yes to love. I say yes to abundance. Be here now. Be here now.
comes to me upon the strings. When I hear it, well, I sing. I can't say it's my creation, staying patient, what it brings. Let me say I'm coming humble, I don't know what's right or wrong. I just keep on believing, passing down an old song. An old song. Well, everybody's got that chapter of dark and darker days. Saturn seems to be returning and his essence can't be tamed. Some we like to fight it, try and plan a secret attack. But the more you push it, the more it's pushing you back. So you can't rush your healing. Darkness has its teachings. Love is never leaving. You can't rush your healing. Your healing. Mama will, she told me time is such a wonderful gift. You're not running out, you're really running in. Confusion clouds the heart, but it also points the way.
Good morning, everybody. I didn't really like that greeting as much. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to CSL Beaumont. My name is Chuck, and I would like to play for you our Song of the Month.
I say yes to the goodness. I say yes to love. I say yes to abundance raining down from up above. I say yes. I say yes. I say yes. I say yes to forgiveness. I say yes to God. I say yes to the moment, bringing me such positive thoughts. I say yes. I say yes. I say yes. No to the darkness, no to the fear, no to the say yes to the glory, yes to the light, yes to the voices that sing out with light. They're saying yes, they're saying yes, they're saying yes. I say yes to surrender. I say yes to grace. I say yes to the beloved. Looking back at me when we're face to face. I say yes to acceptance. I say yes to faith. I say yes to the lessons I'm learning how to grow through all the pain. I say yes. I say yes. I say yes. No to the darkness, no to the fear, no to the voices that scream about despair. I say yes to the glory, yes to the light, yes to the voices that sing out with might. I said no to depression, no to the rant, no to the voices that tell me that I can. I say yes to authentic, yes to the truth, yes to the laughter, yes to you. I say yes, I say yes, I say yes, I say yes, I say yes. I just wanna live in a joyful world. All I wanna be is a happy girl. I just wanna live in a joyful world. All I wanna be is a happy girl. I just wanna live in a joyful world. All I wanna be is a happy girl. I just wanna live in a joyful world. All I wanna be is a happy girl. I just wanna be in a joyful world. All I wanna be is a happy girl. I just wanna live in a joyful world. All I wanna be is a happy girl. I just wanna live in a joyful world. All I wanna be is a happy girl. I just wanna live in a joyful world. All I wanna be is a happy girl.
Everyone. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living here in beautiful Beaumont, California, where we're praying for snow. It's hot. We are joyfully here today, and I know that if you are here for the very first time today, raise your hand. Oh, you didn't get it. If you're here for the first time this day. Oh, good. Okay. Just remember that this is a wonderful place to bring your friends and your neighbors, and even those of you who are online, you can invite people to come over and have a watch party on a Sunday morning. How much fun. Fix breakfast and all of that. So today we're going to, of course, read our Center for Spiritual Living Beaumont vision statement. CSLB is an inclusive and transformative community of spiritual practice, and so it is.
Not today. All right, fine. Good morning. I am Adrian. You all know that. One of your licensed spiritual practitioners here at Center for Spiritual Living Beaumont. Please take a moment to silence your cell phones. I know there's at least one cell phone that's going to go off. The other practitioners, I will be available after service for a brief moment of prayer on this side of the sanctuary. Please don't leave here this morning with anything on your heart. We would love to pray with you, and we absolutely know that prayer works. And as a reminder, if you happen to be online and you need a prayer, there is a prayer request form on the front page that we will get to probably within a couple of hours. We're pretty quick with that. Now, please allow this music to take you into the silence, followed by this morning's invocation.
Turn it over, I surrender, I let go of my fear, I release And I remember your love is always here. Use all of me. Use all of me. All of me. God, use all of me. All my gifts, all my wounds, God, I give it all to you. Use all of me, all of me. I turn it over, I surrender, I let go of my fear, I release and I remember your love is always here. Use all of me. God, use all of me. Take my life, take my dreams, take my lies, take everything. Use all of me. Use all of me for good, for good, for good.
God is omnipresent in each and every person, here, there, everywhere. All people, places, and things are expressions of that perfect God. I am here in this omnipresence. I am here being an expression of God. And I say, God, use all of me. As I say this for myself, I say this for each and every person here. Let them be the light that brings light to dark places. Let them be the person, the mouthpiece, the expression that brings God's light into the awareness of all the people around them throughout the world. I am here in this space, knowing and trusting that each and every word said here today will light that fire to spread out into the world for each and every person to be aware that God is expressing through them and to make that world a better place. I am knowing and trusting all this and more is true. And I'm so thankful for these truths, and I release my word into the perfect action and order of the law, knowing it to already be true, whole, and complete, knowing that the law which says yes is already acting upon it. I let go and I let God, and so it is.
Good morning, everyone. Ooh. How are you? We have a special guest in the audience, and I want them to both stand up. This is Reverend Dr. Dolores Story. That's it. Dolores Story and her son, her youngest son, Robert. Thank you for being here. Reverend Story was our interim minister for a couple of years, a few years ago. And then she moved off to Arkansas, but she keeps tabs on us and we keep tabs on her. Thank you for being here. You look fabulous, both of you. So today, after this meeting, after the service, we're going to have a meeting, and Emmy's going to tell you about that. But it'll be around 11:15, and it's to look at some of our fun things that are going on our events. So she'll be talking about that, and we're going to have a pretend picnic in the park, and you'll talk about that too, won't you? Okay. Our new classes will start on September 16th. And then we're going to have this book study, Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. And it's a class that Reverend Carrie is going to be teaching. And then there will be much more information on here, but there's some sign-ups over here on the wall. It's going to be a busy month, and so at the Science of Mind discussion group Thursday, we decided to go ahead and do a book study on the magic of surrender, and it sort of tied in with everything, the song today and what Adrian was talking about. It's you remember when Reverend Liz would say, "Sweet, sweet, sweet surrender" at the end of her talk, and then Corliss started that, and I never got it, but I got it now. This is a wonderful book, and I hope you all take the time to come to it. And it's going to be just 3 or 4 days, and it starts on Monday, the 21st. So I moved it.
You moved it. Okay, never mind.
Anyway, it'll be on the board if you want to get it. So that's one thing that's coming up. It's going to be like 3 or 4 days, depending on how fast we read the book, but it's wonderful, and it's an easy read. You'll love it. The volunteer of the month is not here today, but she's with us in thought and mind, and probably on Zoom too. It's Diane Easterson, and she's been here with us for quite a few years. She's a very valuable person in our midst here. She volunteered as Kitchen Angels for many of years, and she volunteers and she runs the boutiques and the yard sale. She is so organized. It's wonderful. And when Reverend Divine had her estate sale, she even took care of that. And she puts things on Facebook and helps us out. So we're so pleased to honor her as a volunteer of the month. So Diane, I hope you're listening, and you get the parking place. Okay, thank you. And I'm going to have Emmy come up.
Okay. I'm going to talk with you all later, but this is important. I'm in charge of events, and ever since COVID, we haven't been doing much. So we're going to shake that up and get busy. So we did the yard sale, which made a lot of money, but wore out a lot of people. And they swore they're never going to do that again. So we're not doing that. So we've got to come up with some other ways to make money for the center. So we are good at raising money. I have to tell you what Yvonne just sent me a thank you note, because Thursday night we were at the concert wearing our little shirts, and Gannett sent me a message this morning, said the 50-50 brought in $928, which we split for the drawing, so $464 for us, and the donations that we collected in the middle, at intermission we go around and collect donations, were $860. So, and the crowd was very small. So she is very impressed with our work. There were 9 of us there, and we were really soliciting. We divided up the whole area. We had this section and that section, and the grass and the back. And anyway, we did really, really well. And I think if there had been a bigger crowd, we would have done even better. But we are good at collecting money. So now we have to do more on raising money for ourselves as well. Okay, so in terms of what's being planned, Yvonne just told you about one thing for August, which is going to be the book study, which will be fun. This is what we do. The third Thursday, the third Sunday of every month, we have a potluck. and we need themes every month for the potluck. So we had thought about going to the park, but we decided it was too hot and it was too expensive. So we're having a pretend it's a picnic here on August 20th. That's the third Sunday in August. So just bring whatever you bring for your picnic. And also, it's Carrie's birthday, Reverend Carrie's birthday. So we'll celebrate for Reverend Carrie and for our almost Reverend Neil, because his birthday is also in August. So that's what we're doing in August for our potluck. Okay, for September, we have a potluck, but we don't have a theme. There's a form out. I have the whole first table covered when you walk into Carter Hall. If you've got any ideas for themes and stuff, I need your ideas. We are also having a tea, and there's flyers outside in the other room for everybody on the tea. And the reason we're having a tea is because we had the yard sale, and the day after the yard sale, Shanna Haywood was given a truckload of items from her friend's mother who was moving into assisted living. And among the truckload that she received, there were 11 boxes of teacups and teapots. So we're having a tea so we can sell some of them and give away some of them and make some money. So that's what we're going to do with the teapots. Okay, so you'll get the flyers in the other room. I'm not going to go into it too much. And so what we're doing instead of the yard sale is quarterly boutiques. So the first one's going to be in October, and the theme is Holiday Boutique. So if you have anything for Halloween, Thanksgiving, or Christmas at your house that you don't want, bring it to us and we'll sell it. And if you don't have anything in your house, come here and buy stuff. Okay? We'll take care of that. Then in October, there's 2 more potlucks, and I need themes for them, and there's a form in the other room. Fill out for that. November, we'll do Thanksgiving. December, a holiday theme for one, and the 5th Sunday is New Year's Eve, so we'll do a Happy New Year's thing. Okay, so that takes care of that. We want to have some small groups getting going in 2023, and I want a committee and some people with ideas to plan a big fundraiser. I mean, over $1,000. They're going to raise over $1,000. I'm not good at that. I'll help do anything anybody wants, but I need people with ideas to do that, okay? So, along those same lines, I've created a form, of course, because I like to make forms, and it's in the other room for you to take one and take it home. It's really important for us, if we're going to do events, to have some people with some ideas. So I developed this form, and I'll share it with you. I have 4 questions. Things I love to do, which are your passions or your missions or your, core things that you just love to do. Then things that you like to do, which are your interests and your hobbies. And then things that I can do, which are things that you have learned through your jobs or through your life experiences. And then things that I'm willing to share to help others. Because we talked about that at our Science of Mind discussion group, and it's important if we can share. I thought mine are like marriage, divorce, caregiving, death, domestic abuse, and moving. I've done all those things multiple times, so I could talk about them easily. So I'll go over this more with you in the other room, okay? That's it for me. Thank you. Oh, Debbie. Stand up, Debbie, and face the audience. She received her CSL Beaumont t-shirt from the main office already. I got a letter asking me to evaluate the experience, but I haven't gotten the experience yet. So they're in the mail, I guess. Good. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you.
Let me be intimate with the infinite. Isn't that cool? Yeah, yeah. Well, here we are on the first Sunday of August. And this month's theme from CSL is, sure it is, oh, my passion, my purpose. And so we're going to be talking about kind of what Emmy was talking about using our passions and finding a purpose in that. Now, most of us here, and those of you who are watching online, most of us have had a lifetime of doing what we are passionate about because we did it. Had we not been passionate about it, we probably wouldn't have done it. True? Yeah, exactly. We found a niche in our life. And I believe that as we move forward with looking at our passion and our purpose, what I know is that we are always creating. We're always creating from that infinite life that is the source and the presence of our being. So when we are creating, it doesn't matter how old we are in human years. We are infinite. We are infinite. Do you believe that? Yeah. Okay, all right. So we're going to, this month, we're going to identify maybe hidden or buried or unexamined passions that we can move forward with. And then we're going to delve into cultivating a connection between passion and purpose. And then we'll move on to looking at the challenges of being human. Well, we do that a lot here, but in a culture that often judges mistakes or imperfections. And we can explore how to move forward with more self-acceptance. And then we, at the end of the month, we will look at boldly stepping into our passions and our purposes and bringing them into the world so that we can shine our light brightly. There is a minister in Thailand who, Reverend Lisa Carson, she wrote this: "Some people are not aware of their passion and dismiss the concept of believing they don't even have one. Perhaps the word passion has become too obscure and elusive. One way to awaken our passion or to discover it is to substitute the word passion with joy. What brought us joy as a child? What brings us joy now? Uncovering this can cause something to be revealed that's pretty profound." Now we know that we're all expressions of the one mind, yes? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Of course. I knew there was more than one out there. We were born with the qualities that enhance and expand spirit through us, by means of us. Within each person is a divine spark waiting to be ignited by our awareness of it. So we need to be aware of that divine spark that is within us. And Ernest Holmes tells us that this is the great I am. The great I am is the infinite. It's Spirit, it's God, whatever you want to call it. Ernest Holmes tells us in Help for Today, he says, if we feel then that we are simple onlookers and not participants in the game of life, we should rediscover the youthful spirit of that childlike joy which gives us the energy and the happiness and the security and the faith that we had as children. And now we're adults. Adulting has become a catchword for doing the responsible thing and taking care of business. This is has often overshadowed childlike wonder. Once in a while, I'll hear someone saying, I don't want to be an adult today. And that's because we want to go back to when we were not an adult, when we were kids and we were able to go outside and play. So we can think back to our early childhood and remember what used to make our hearts sing. What if we spent some time reliving what we wanted to be when we grew up, before we were told that it wasn't possible? When I was a little girl, I wanted to grow up and be a movie star. I wanted to be an actress. Well, my grandmother had been in vaudeville for many, many years. And she used to say, oh, honey, that is a tough business. You don't want to do that. Okay. So I just put that over here and went on with my life. But I still entertained kids in the front yard by standing on our very small front porch, and there was a hedge right here. And I would entertain them with singing and dancing. I took tap dance. I knew how to sing. I've been on a stage all my life. But you see, that's that childlike joy. It gave me joy. And sometimes we have been told, or we think, that what we want to do, even at this age, is silly or ridiculous, or maybe a waste of time. Albert Einstein wrote a book entitled What Life Means to Einstein. And in that book, he said, imagination is more important than knowledge. Imagination is more important than knowledge. For knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, stimulating progress and giving birth to evolution. Yeah. Imagination is limitless. And in order for us to connect to imagination, it's important for us to have downtime. It's important for us to sit and daydream. Just do nothing, but just sit and just daydream for a while. It's okay if you do that. Sometimes our teachers at school, when we were younger, told us not to do that. Sometimes our parents or the adults that were around us would say daydreaming, go do something productive, go take out the trash or whatever. But daydreaming is important. And that's how we connect to our imagination. There was a story that I found about Oprah Winfrey. And now Oprah, when she was about 2 years old, she lived on a farm. And so she began play acting in front of her audience of farm animals. And she learned to read very early. And when she started kindergarten, she wrote a letter to her teacher. She wrote the letter to her teacher and said that she should skip kindergarten and go straight to first grade. And the teacher honored her request and put her in first grade. Oprah knew there was more for her, that she recognized her potential, and she went for it. Wow. So it's not just child prodigies that come here to create. It's every person, every one of us can be put in touch with that inner joy or excitement that propels them throughout their day. Small children are such good teachers about this. They're not self-conscious or worried about what others think of their actions. They live with spontaneity and freedom that flows through most of their activities, and they just, as you know, go from one thing to the next with just effortless ease, enjoying their imagination. So wearing a tutu with a superhero cape, colorful rain boots, and a straw hat would not be unusual for a child who would then dance off into their make-believe world. Yeah. There was a small child named Lori who, she was pretty shy and introverted, but she felt she had something within her that needed to be shared with the world. And at the age of 5, she sensed an energy and aliveness from her dad's flower garden. It was in the front yard, and every evening for several months she'd walk along the border of that flower garden, and she would sing to the flowers and talk to the flowers and tell the flowers her ideas. And she confidently belted out songs and words no matter who was passing by. She didn't care. Doing this gave her a lot of energy and happiness and a deep sense of joy. Now, I can only imagine how the flowers reacted to that attention, can't you? They were probably enormous. So her shyness, of course, eventually subsided, and she grew up to be a teacher and a minister and an international speaker. Her natural passions paved the way for her to live a fulfilling life once she got beyond her fears. Yeah. So, early passions and purposes are sometimes suppressed in children when we're told to be practical. Now, I'm very fortunate to have a very supportive family. My mom and dad told me that I could be anything I wanted to be. Okay, good. So I'm going to teach myself how to call square dances, because we were a big square dancing family back then. And I taught myself. It took a long time for me to get up the courage to actually do it out loud in front of dancers, but I did. And it was because I knew I had that passion. I was passionate about what I did. And my mom and dad didn't realize that passion. They thought it was a passing thing. I was maybe, 12 or 13 when I started calling. And so they thought it would be like one of those teenage things that last a couple of years and it's over. Well, 52 years later, I finally sold my stuff. I don't call dances anymore, but I will go dancing. But you see, I knew there was something in there. And the people around me encouraged me. I think it's important for us to encourage the people around us who are younger than us to do that which they are being called to do. And sometimes those young people need a little guidance about what they might be called to do. What brings you joy, you could ask, or how do you see yourself moving about in the world and making a living, and so on. So the goals that every individual make, all of those goals are realistic to them. They might be unrealistic to us. I have a grandson who wants to be a pilot. And I had to swallow my words because I didn't say them, but I thought, a pilot, oh, okay, you could be a pilot. But I didn't want to squelch that desire, that joy that he has in learning how to fly. After we recognize that inner joy or passion that began in childhood, we can also be very aware that that initial spark, within that spark, we have all that we need within us to actualize it. We have all we need. I'm talking to myself this morning. It's about writing that book I've been saying I've been going to write. But it'll get there. So we just need to focus and be in alignment with our desires. And when we do that, a path will be revealed. And you'll be directed toward your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, or that perfect place for you to be in life, that perfect thing for you to do, whatever it is. We all have within us an inner roadmap that guides us forward, and all we need to do is follow that and then take the first step, and then take the next step, and the next, and the next, and the next. That's our task to living with our passion, doing what is a joy to us. And when we allow ourselves to fully trust and play freely and act upon this direction, we will be successful. All we need to do is take our cue from a small child who wants to build something with Legos or whatever. And all we got to do is just watch how they know that they can do this, and so they do. Well, I'm here to tell you today that whatever it is that you want to do, to build, to write, to paint, whatever it is you want to be, whatever service you want to provide, take a step forward into that and keep going and find the joy that's in it. You see, doing that, we're taking ourselves back to being that young child that is joyful and has a lot of laughter. It's powerful. All of this. We are powerful. Do you believe that today? Yes, you are powerful. So I want to just invite you to daydream. Just daydream. You can think about the past. You can think about the future. You can think about the cloud in the sky. I used to lay on the grass in my backyard as a little kid. I don't do it now, but as a little kid, and just watch the clouds go by. Just daydream. Just sit and daydream. You can also go within and ask the divine, what is the divine idea for my life? What is Spirit's idea for my life? And all of us in this room and all of us online can do that no matter how old we are. Doesn't matter. What is Spirit's idea for my life? That gets our own stuff out of the way, and it just allows us to receive, to be open and receptive to the divine idea that comes into our awareness and moves us forward. And sometimes we just want to do something, and then we might do something and it doesn't turn out right. But it's okay, because all we need to do is start again. And whatever you believe, let me back up here. Whatever Spirit brings you in answering that question, just allow it to be there. And if it feels scary, get a treatment from me or one of our practitioners. or just take it into prayer. Daydream about it. Meditate. Be silent about it. And just move forward with your passion, your purpose, because you are the divine expressing in every moment, So it's time for each of us to reclaim that inner joy that we experienced early in our life and allow that passion to awaken us to the magnificence of who we truly are. And so it is. Let's take a minute and go into prayer. And so we simply know that the divine presence that is God is all there is throughout the universe. It is that divine presence that is forever moving through us. It is that divine presence that is whole and perfect, complete. It's filled with love, with passion, with joy, with peace and power. All of those attributes of the divine are attributes of us, because we are made in that image and likeness. I know for each one of us this day that we are fully embraced by the love of the divine, and that divine presence is allowing us to fill with that idea, that divine idea for us at this time as we move forward in life. I know that all of us who are called to serve steps forward, all of us who are called to bless the world, we move forward. All of us are a blessing to each other. We are a blessing to all of those we love and all of those we do not know. So I give thanks. I give thanks knowing that each one of us today moves forward with our joy, our passion, our purpose. I give thanks that it is done with ease and grace and beauty and laughter. And so in this gratitude, I release these words into the divine creative process that we call the law, and I allow that creative process to do its perfect work on our behalf. And I know that it does, it already is, and so we just allow it to be as we claim together, and so it is. And now we're going to have some beautiful music.
my voice, speaking from my truth. What love needs is showing up, knowing what is mine to do. What love needs are hands and feet. What love needs is, what love needs is, what love needs is me. What love needs is
Yes. What love needs is you and me, spreading that love. And now it's time to share our love as we step into our time of joyful giving. You can give using, if you're online, or if you don't give today, you can go home and use our website, cslbeaumont.org, or you can use your cell phone and text to give at 951-420-6909. It is so easy to give that way. And if you do not have a gift today, please know that your presence is gift enough. But we ask that you bless the offering basket as it goes by. And as the ushers come forward now, we will repeat our abundance affirmation. I give and receive freely and generously with an open heart and an open mind. The universe responds to me in kind. I know that my beloved community is richly blessed, and so it is.
Thank you, God, for everything. 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 Thank you.
We appreciate all of the gifts that are given to this center, and we are very mindful and good stewards of all of the funds that come to us through your gifts. So we thank you very, very much. Also, before we end today, I want to let our viewers on Zoom know that there is the survey that Emmy told us about is also going to be on the website. So you'll be able to take that survey as we take the survey here. And now, if you want to, we're going to stand up and form a circle and hold hands. If you don't want to, you can stay seated right there. And we're going to sing You and Me. Oh, let there be peace? Oh, no. I don't know. Everyone say, hi, Lily. Hi, Lily. So happy you're here. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Come on. All right.
it's you and me. One light shining as you and me. One love loving as you and me. 'Cause God is all there is. One life living as you and me. One light shining as you and me. One love loving as you and me. 'Cause God is all there is. I'm shining from the inside out. I'm so happy. I just want to shout. Hey! One light living as you and me. One light shining as you and me. One love loving as you and me. 'Cause God is all there is. One life living as you and me. One light shining as you and me. One love loving as you and me. 'Cause God is all there is. I'm shining from the inside out. I'm so happy. I just want to shout. One life living as you and me. One light shining as you and me. One love loving as you and me. 'Cause God is all there is. One life living as you and me. One light shining as you and me. One love loving as you and me. 'Cause God is all there is. One life, one life, one life, one love. One life, one life, one life, one love. One love, one life, one life, one love. All right, oh. One life, one life, one life, one love. One life, one life, one life, one love. One love, one life, one life, one love.
Woohoo! Yeah. Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
It is this thing called life.
It is this thing called life.
I think it. I feel it. I embrace it. I am it. And so we let it be. And so it is.